Ungoddess.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Of course, the Gamer Smith is back once again with just another little try and troll video. Of course, like I said, it's just a bit of crazy. Like I said, I've been a bit delayed today. I'm sorry about that. Like I said, I've been trying to work around everything, work around the schedule and stuff like that. So hopefully everybody's doing okay, of course. Like I said, hopefully you had a bunch of coffee and stuff like that, and basically have your nachos or whatever the case may be, or Doritos. Doritos. But yeah, it's all good. Anyway, I'm just going to be doing a little bit of grinding, of course. Try to get some more U11 done, of course, to work on that because I need a lot of gem dust, and I mean a lot of it. I've been working on my Solarian a little bit. It's actually coming along, which is going to cost me a little bit more flux and stuff, which I don't have right now, but I'm not too much worried about that. I'll get that over time. Like I said, it's not a class I'm really focusing on anyway, just yet. But as I mentioned to you before, I've been trying to work on both the Shadow Hunter, because it's a real good grinder, and also the Solarian, basically just for the delves and stuff, just because I love the damage that it does outside of the norm. So yeah, it's all good. Anyway, basically, I'm going to see exactly what I need first. Like I said, as you seen there yesterday in my stream, like I mean, if you like to be able to join me or anything like that, as I said, there is no real big, huge, strict rules or anything like that. Like I said, to join me into a grind, but I'd like to be able to help out, and when I do help out, like I said, you stick with me into a dungeon and stuff like that. Depends on what the dungeons we're actually doing. You'll be able to actually join. Basically, just stay in the same room, because if you're in a different room and whatever the case may be, or ahead of me or I'm ahead of you, it doesn't work. Like, I mean, I'll basically help you grind a little bit, whatever the case may be, to try to make up your stats and stuff a little bit higher, and also be able to get some gears and stuff like that. Like I said, if you are a brand new player, though, like I said, I will help out as much as I can with some stellars and stuff, because like I said, I do get quite a bit of stellars while I'm actually hitting grinding and so on and so forth. As I said before, you gain more for solo grinding to a point, and that solo grind itself basically will help you more, and then really be with somebody, because you can actually grind a lot more, like I said, and a little bit faster too sometimes. But like I said, it's what it is, you know. It's it's just a different way of actually looking at something, you know. But like I said, that's exactly what I do. Like, I mean, when it comes to that, I love looking on all the different aspects and stuff like that, and play styles and whatnot of people. But like I said, I don't mind helping people out as much as I can to try to achieve their own goal. If you basically just want to get a certain amount of PR, or the case may be, I know it takes months and months to get there. Like, I mean, even if you still do everything, get all the help you can get in the game, it still takes you months to get up there. Just because of the fact, like, I mean, you gotta remember, like, beyond just leveling your gems, you gotta remember you could need your mastery too. Your mastery will actually help you a lot when it comes to that. So, like I said, with mastery, like I said, the mastery is your own grind, pretty much, because of the fact it's really, like, I mean, getting up to, like, to say 500 mastery will take you probably a event or two, and so on and so forth, just to get enough of that. So, if you're not spending money and stuff in the game, or doing other things, then you'll actually be stuck. Like I said, trying to get that mastery, because there's only a certain amount of mastery that's in the game itself. But now it'll take you longer to get there, but not say it's impossible. Like, I mean, try to get all the credit pouches and stuff like that, and get everything working that way. Like I said, it is possible to do that. Like I said, depends on how much you play this game or whatnot. And like I said, it's a great big huge, how can I say it? It's a great big huge, like I said, a grind to try to get enough flux. Like, I mean, I know the prices of, like, The credit pouches are like 400, 500K now. Like, I mean, I never seen it that high once, but I mean, I guess it'll basically is all to do with the people buying, like, say, flux and stuff off of people and stuff like that. That's like I said. That's why sometimes I even suffer a little tiny bit with the flux. Like, I mean, I can make 2 or 3 million like within a short period of time. But on the other hand, I'm not buying it off of people or anything like that either. I'm basically out there grinding stellars. I'm out there grinding different things. So, and I'm also trying to get my resources at the same time. Like, I mean, if I don't have the flux, I'll go along and use a tome. But that's why I said the tomes actually will give you your value, your massive value. Let's actually help you save on a lot of flux. So you got to think about it this way: any which way you can actually save money in this game. Well, basically, flux is like the currency of dollars, and like I said, the more you grind, of course, the more dollars you get, and so on and so forth. And of course, with the magic find and stuff like that, that does help with the dollar value. But you got to think about it this way: you're only going to get a certain portion of that dollar for every hour that you play. So, like I said, the more dragons you got, the more you got to basically to build up on that. You'll be able to get it faster. So you basically put your time and effort will basically be more rewarding in that direction. Like I said, when you get to get to primordials and stuff like that will help you quite a bit too, because it's not just to get the basically the magic find, but also to get basically the PR, also with the stats, the overstats of the dragons itself, because it does help with the big gems. It does boost your big gems or your empowered. Like, I mean, there is pretty much one dragon for every empowered gem to a point. Now, it's kind of iffy about the cosmic one, because I'm not sure with the cosmic dragon it actually increases it, because it's not a primordial dragon as of such. But I'm not sure if that counts or not, because I know, like I said, with having that dragon, like I said, I don't know. I know it gives off a little bit extra light and stuff like that, but for me, I don't see a great big difference. And that's exactly what I look at. So that's exactly what I've been doing the last little bit. Let's just trying to figure out where all the dragons and everything fit in. Like, I mean, certain ones will actually do more damage. Like the one I'm using right now, this is the last year's PvP, season 2. By the way, the dragon itself is the fastest dual-headed shot when it comes to it. Now, for a single shot, it would be the primordial fire dragon. Now, if you get that dragon, you'll see basically either one of the dragons actually are really good. It's just that the single shot does fire pretty quick. But I find the double shot, because it does double the damage when you actually get your left and right buttons, makes a huge difference. And, like, I mean, you can make holes a lot quicker and stuff like that, just instead of just having a single. So that's exactly the way I use it myself, because it makes a huge difference when it comes to that. But, like I said, it's just getting that dragon now. The only thing is, I think the only way to get that dragon right now currently is by an effigy or something like that. I never seen it in the Crucible, because usually be able to get in the PvP Crucible and be able to get it that way. But as I said, since the update itself, it seems like it was basically misplaced or not added to the game. Hopefully, basically, they added the 2 dragons back into the game, because that would actually be great. But I mean, it's just what it is, you know. It's just thinking what's already been passed. Like, I mean, there's a lot of the mounts and stuff like that you cannot get anymore. There's a lot of stuff you can't get anymore. Like, I mean, there's whole entire collections you can't get anymore. And that makes a huge difference at the end of the day for your mastery, because people be like, this looks cool. Where'd you get it to? Season 3, year 3, basically off the market. They'd be like, oh, yeah, because once it hits the market, it only hits the market once. and never be shown up again. So it's really hard to get some of this stuff now. And like I said, for me, looking at all the events and stuff like that makes a great huge difference too, because the events itself will give you a set of, like I said, usually a few mounts, probably a costume or something like that. And a lot of these costumes you can't get no more. And like I said, it's just sad to see an event pop up and only a portion of those people are actually going to get that mastery. Just because of there are basically new players that don't have the dragons stuff to make enough flux and stuff like that, or B, they don't have, like I said, nothing to support their own game itself. And that's exactly, like I said, that's why I don't mind helping people to try to get ready for the next events and stuff like that either. But like I said, I don't give people flux, but I don't mind them, help them to get up to a point where they can actually start making flux. And instead of basically trying to get through and try to basically play the game itself like that and struggle. And look at me, there's many struggles in this game, which, like, I mean, it's all to do with, like I said, of course, making money and whatnot, but on the other hand, it's all good in that way. Welcome, Remote. How are you doing today, my friend? Well, I'm late too, dude. Don't worry about it. Like I said, I'm basically really late with my stream because I was supposed to try to do the morning stream, but I actually skipped up because I ended up basically falling asleep after doing like a stream last night for about 2 hours and try to figure out exactly what I'm going to be doing today as well. Try to make a schedule in my head to see exactly what I'm going to be doing, to see exactly how I'm going to plan my day. So, like I said, I usually try to plan my day a day ahead. So when I'm actually doing that, right, exactly. I like I said, I've got a real life too outside of gaming. Like, I mean, I've got a job and stuff like that. So I just gotta basically to piece everything together. Right. Well, like I said, some people don't understand that. Like, people be like, oh, you can't stream. You're not streaming. Plus, like I said, it's not only me doing that, it's also me trying to actually fit in the time zones too. Right? Remember, like I said, I'm from Canada. People are from the U.S., as I mentioned before. It's really hard to fit in all those time slots. And I try to go along and get everybody situated and do different things that way. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, like, I mean, think of it this way: if I could actually look at all the people, like I said, and if I could fit all the time zones in when I'm actually trying to do stream, yes, I could do a 12-hour stream, but I'm still not filling up every single one. Oh, using candy bar. Okay, cool, awesome, dude. Yeah, like I said, like, I mean, think of it this way: if you can basically find the help itself like that, like, I mean, any which way you could find help itself, like, I mean, there's absolutely no way of basically, there's no manual or nothing to this game. That's the thing. There's no information, only for what people try to explain to you. And that's the thing, and that's another thing with online games, and it's been like that for forever. And that's the thing. Like I said, nothing never changed in the last probably about 17 or 18 years with online games, because there's no books. Like, I mean, even when it's actually even goes back further than that, because even with the Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo, you had no books to go by. When you actually learned something like that, you had to literally basically wait for Nintendo Power or something to come out, or some type of magazine. And like I said, you might have to wait a month or two for that magazine to come out. And then you basically just have to sit down and almost twiddle your thumbs, and or hopefully you get lucky to learn the game yourself. And that makes a big difference. But online with different sources, like, I mean, nowadays, it makes it a little bit easier to get that information, but you still basically share off information as you go. That makes a difference too as well. So, but I can understand where you come from. Yeah. Like I said, if you are basically doing what you're doing, that's great. But right now, I'm actually doing, wait now, let me see. Is today, nope, today's loot day. Okay, okay. But why the heck do I get 24 boxes already? I'm trying to get 200 of the red right now so I can actually boost my character again. And when I boost my character again, of course, I will be almost close to 46k. So it's not going to be too bad. I'll be short a little bit on PR, right? Because I don't have the last couple of dragons. I don't play Apex, so I cannot tell you that. And like I said, if you are spending money or grinding in the game itself, I can't really tell you what character to go with that. Like, I mean, that's one thing, like I said, if I'm going to ask me about Apex, I don't know nothing about it. Absolutely nothing. Because, like I said, I was going to try to start playing Apex. Like, I mean, I got past the tutorial and so on and so forth, but I just never got into the game itself to start playing it. So, like I said, it does not happen. Okay, but still, on the other hand, like, I mean, I'm playing Trove, and you asked me an Apex question. And I don't know. Because I never, like I said, I never started playing that. Like, I mean, I never picked up the game itself. Now, if I was going to say, okay, go, yeah, I know. But think of it this way. If I was going to pick up Apex and start playing that, I will tell you this. I'll be able to give you some information, but it would take me about probably a month to get used to all the characters, and I'll be able to tell you. But like I said, I don't know. I really don't know nothing about the game. Like, I mean, basically what I would do is look for a more avid player, like, and do it that way, and find exactly which one is what your play style is. Okay, no problem, my friend. Well, thanks for dropping in, of course, once again, and I'll hopefully be able to see you again soon. But yeah, it's all good. Anyway, regardless of that, like I said, when it comes to, like, say, different games and stuff, I do try to cover a lot of games. But there's certain games I don't cover as of yet. Because, like I said, I never picked up and started playing them. There's certain games I don't play because they're not interesting to me itself. Like, I mean, I'm into more of the grinder, relaxing type games. Instead of basically frustrating ones and so on and so forth. I try to avoid them as much as I can. But like I said, I played GTA and so on and so forth. Like I said, I love the storyline of GTA and stuff like that. But I mean, that was basically, to me, that's a really old school game, of course. But like I said, I just can't wait for the GTA 6 to come out and see exactly what they're going to do with that. But I'm not sure. I heard they were supposed to come out with that within the next year. But, like, I mean, it's been delayed so many times, too. You got to remember that, too. So, hopefully, because I heard that they're going to be more supporting the PlayStation 5, but not really supporting the PlayStation 4, but I'm not sure what they're going to be doing yet. So, like, I mean, that's only a small bit of information I heard from basically the grapevine, but I'm not sure if it's going to actually be that way at all. Like, I mean, it's only there up in the air right now with that game itself. So, yeah. Like, I mean, there's a lot of information that you can basically try to follow. But, see, the thing is, following the information that's out there and trying to find exactly what's right and what's wrong and what people are saying. Like, I mean, some people actually get what you're saying absolutely wrong or make a mistake. And that's one of the biggest mistakes that you can actually do in that direction. Or just take it completely wrong. But like I said, it's just what it is. It's all to do with the personality of the person or whatever the case may be. So it's all good, though. Anyway, regardless of that, right now, basically, as I said before, like I said, if you like the video itself, you can basically hit that follow button. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. Basically, you get Gamersmith there. You'll see the link in my description itself. You'll be able to go there and basically get all the help videos and stuff like that I'm after making up and stuff like that about Trove and other games. I'm basically trying to cover more games in the future, but right now I'm just basically doing Trove because there is a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people that needs the help with Trove and other games like this, because I know they're mass grinders. I know exactly what it is, but like I said, and it's years worth of grinding. It's not something you just pick up and just started playing. It's just basically you got to be dedicated to it. Like, I mean, literally, because you got to be dedicated to the events and so on and so forth. Now, you don't have to play this game religiously and say, oh, I've got this, I got this, I got this. But on the other hand, is what you want to do itself with the game itself and how much you want to play. It makes a big, huge difference at the end of the day. So, yeah, like I said, it's just what it is. Like I said, that's why I like playing these type of games, because you can sit back, relax, and don't have to worry about too much of anything. Like I said, it's just, like I said, and also you'll be able to help people at the same time. Like I said, in different ways. Like I said, it's not just about videos and stuff like that, but like, I mean, you get a corresponding of everything mixed together. So, like I said, if I'm there basically playing together with you guys, like I said, as you see me yesterday in the video, I'll be able to actually continue on doing that. Like I said, you guys is basically keeps me basically playing this game just because of the fact that the community basically needs this type of community needs a hand to a point. And like I said, I look at the community and where the community is resting. Like, I mean, I've got pretty much everything in the game so far when it comes to that. Like, I don't have all the mastery items because I don't need every single mastery item, but I've got about 98% of the game, like in mastery and everything else, collected. I just got a few odds and ends that it's still a lot of people don't have. Like, I mean, like I said, even a lot of the OGs, like myself, don't have them because they were such a low drop chance, or basically like other parts of their life basically interfered, and like I said, working and stuff like that. So, you know, it's one of those things. You know, it's just crazy, but hey, it's what it is. You know. But yeah, like I said, I'm trying to get right now. I'm trying to get about 200 boxes right now of fire gems, and basically willing to basically just take my time on it as well to help you guys. If you got any questions, comments, or anything like that, feel free to do so. I will actually answer all the questions that I can actually get, or basically give to you itself, and be able to give you the right answer to the question itself. So you're not going to be stuck in this game. Like I said, you're not going to be trying to take a second guess at it. Like, I mean, that's exactly what happens in this game. Like, if people get like to 5K, 10K, and they get stuck because they don't know what to do next. And that happens quite a bit. As I mentioned before in my video, like, I mean, when you get stuck, you just want to quit playing the game. And when you want to quit playing the game, you never get the game the chance of actually doing anything or getting into anything that way. Now, like I said, stellars and stuff like that is like nothing to me as of such. And I don't mind helping people with, like I said, to getting themselves a head start. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to be grinding for you. I will work to get it with you. I will basically help you as much as I can, when I can. And like I said, when I'm actually doing my videos and stuff like that, I don't mind taking a time out to basically help you build characters and stuff like that. Now, I'm not going to tell you what empowered gems and stuff to use. I'm not going to basically, like I said, I can give you my builds. My builds are pretty decent for what they are, and they're pretty strong. And I know I can do the whole entire game with them. Like, I mean, there is certain builds I'm still working on. I need to be able to fix light levels on some. I need to get power PR up on some others. Like, I mean, to fix the stats and so on and so forth. Like, I mean, some of them are just a little bit off or just too high in one zone. So basically, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. That's why I'm grinding here. Basically, when I'm actually finalizing my Shadow Hunter, I will be going back and trying to get my Solarian done. then I'm going to start working on the rest of my classes. Now, I do not know. It's basically if they're going to be coming out, because I've been trying to get all the information together about different updates and stuff like that. But I do not know if they're going to go beyond the crystal gems. I don't think they will, because once they get another 2 or 3 years done in this game, they're going to, you're going to have most all mastery in the game anyway, regardless of that, because you'll get X number amount from doing like the grind. Then you're going to get X number amount for doing the events or spending money in the game. It's going to happen any which way. Just spending money in the game just makes it a little bit shorter to get there, and so on and so forth. But like I said, you'll still reach that 1,000, no matter how you look at it. It's just if you're not spending money itself, it's going to take you a little bit longer to get there, because you're going to have to do that much more grinding and basically leveling itself. So you got to think about it that way too, you know. Like I say, when it comes to that, so it depends on what you want to do itself with the game itself, and like I said, how much time you want to spend into it. Like, I mean, the more you spend into it, of course, the more advancements you do. But it depends on what type of advancements you do. Do you want to build one character, or do you want to build 2 characters, or 3, 4, whatever? Or do you want to just build a club world, or do you want to just basically, like, the choices are endless in this game, which is really great that way. It gives the player a lot of opportunity to play whichever way they want. And that's what I like about, like I said, these type of games itself. Say when I'm playing Diablo 3 and stuff like that, it all the choices in the game itself, it gives you a lot of customizations and stuff like that. Now, it doesn't give you a lot of character choice, like what they done in Trove and stuff like that, but it still gives you that much more to work with. So, like, I mean, if you get in gear, different types of gear and stuff like that, you can make your own customizations. Not saying the customizations are great. Certain ones are good, certain ones are not, or whatever case it be, but you still be able to play the game, like I said, still have fun with it. And that's the big thing. And that's exactly the way I look at it, you know. Like I said, it depends on what type of game you're actually playing. And even if you are streaming yourself and try to basically make videos of that yourself, and basically try to support, like I said, other streamers as well. Like, I mean, that's all to do with what you do during the day. Not just the game you play, but what you actually watch and stuff like too. So it makes a big, huge difference at the end of the day. So, like I said, as I said before, it's like, I mean, it's a choice of what you're doing. Anyway, I'm going to check and see how many boxes I've got right now. Let me see here. I think I've got 48 right now, so I'm about halfway. So that's not too bad. Now I got to check on my flux situation, see if it's fluctuating. Let me see. I got 67K right now. That's a little bit low, but that's fine. Like, I mean, I got a lot of stuff done yesterday, so I'm happy. I just got to revamp all my stuff again and try to make some stuff now for this Monday coming up. If you are on Monday morning or Monday afternoon, depends on what time I start streaming. If you are part of my stream and you'd like to be able to have a hand with the delves, every Monday I usually do delves. Now, I never done delves in the last little bit just because I've been working on, because I've got enough materials right now except the eyes of Eyes of Quam. And when I actually get enough of those eyes itself, I'll be able to actually start re-rolling my gear for my delve runner. But as of right now, I'm actually trying to finalize this character and work with that first. But this character will be good enough to do, like I said, the delve runs and stuff like that. I do have, like I said, my Shadow Hunter, and I still got my Gunslinger. My Gunslinger was never changed. So I know I can actually still do 127 with that character. So I'm not doing too bad with that. I know I'm not going to pass that. Well, I can actually do a little bit higher than that. I'll probably do about a 130. Just because I don't have like the set crystalline for it yet. And I'm going to leave that until the last, because I want to use that for farming for the delves until I get a delve runner and do it that way. So basically, I'm basically replacing that character probably with a Solarian or some other type of character. Depends on what I'm actually be doing myself. So I'll be able to actually do it that way. So I'm actually not going to be wasting my time doing nothing. And like I said, I'll just keep on building onto that. So I'll be able to help more people and get the higher delves and stuff like that. But I mean, I could still get a pretty high delves itself. Like, I mean, even 140 is still not bad. Between 140 and 150. I know there's limitations to certain characters and whatnot. So, like, I mean, there's characters I do have build up somewhat. Plus, I don't have like I said, all the new dragons and stuff yet with the stability and other stats. Now, stability doesn't do much. It does a little bit. But I like still be able to get those dragons and stuff like that. So I'd be able to help out a little bit more in that direction. So I'm not actually struggling with the game itself. So basically get more and more stuff out of the delves. Like, I mean, I'm not, like I said, a weak player. It's just that I've got, basically, I'm pretty much a free-to-play player to a point. Like, I mean, let's say sometimes I'll buy mastery packs or something like that. But all of my stuff is grinded. I can never bought anything as of such from people, and like I said, I'll do my own thing. I don't buy flux. I grind all my flux into that I use every day, and so on and so forth. So, like I said, I'm still constantly working on my characters and stuff. So, like, I mean, if I'm actually working on something and trying to make something work, and that's exactly what I do. And like I said, if I'm benefiting somebody else, that's great. Like, I mean, in that direction too. So basically, we'll end up working together and basically making really good and powerful characters. And that's exactly what I was looking at, like I said, even for the future itself. Like, I mean, I know people, like I said, still got school, they got homework, they got different things. Like, I mean, they still got a life on them at that other end. And I understand that too as well. It's not just, like I said, for me to come along and say, hello, world, and hopefully to get the same people as well. Like, I mean, there's different people, like I said, got different time zones and stuff like that, and different lifestyles, and also different schedules and stuff like that. So, like I said, trying to handle everything all together, and try to help those people that can actually work together, and work together and play together, and try to get that situation going. Now, of course, the more people that you've got, the better it is, because like I said, if one person is busy, you can actually help another person out, and so on and so forth. And basically, you help the community as much as you can. And that's exactly, like I said, what my YouTube channel is about too. Try to help as many people as I possibly can, and try to squeeze as many people in every day. So I'm actually not doing just streams just to do streams. No, I'm actually doing it for basically trying to get information out there so people can understand, and like I said, understand exactly what I'm doing, and they get the questions and stuff like that answered that they're looking for. Like, I mean, if you look at my YouTube channel itself, as I mentioned to one person before, I don't have stuff labeled correctly, but I do have everything done correctly. When you actually look at my YouTube channel, you'll see icons on the bottom. It's like hieroglyphics. If you know what a hieroglyphic is, it's like basically Egyptian text. I've got, like I said, in one case, if I'm doing a series, I'll have like a cup of coffee, basically a set of eyes, like the name of the game I'm playing, and so on and so forth. But that will be one series, and usually a series for me lasts about 6 months. So usually I'd switch the series. So if I'm actually doing something different or playing a different game, I'll go along and say, okay, I'm doing this game, and I'll just switch the name of the game, and I'll keep the same icons, so people know exactly what I'm doing for that month, or for that series. Like, I mean, if I'm playing basically Grand Theft Auto, and I'm actually doing a series on that, I'll basically have the icons that I'm using currently, and I'll just switch. Now, as you noticed before, I've got another set of videos too that has lesser icons to them, or lesser emotes, and that's exactly what I do. Like, I mean, I can go along and do all the descriptions, but every single series that I do, like I said, if I do if I get troved, and the game crashes, and I got to make it ending. All basically straight is start and end, so people know when my stream started and my stream ended. And that's pretty much doing it that way. Well, right now, my program that I had for editing videos or splicing videos together, I've got to get a resubscription of that, and then I'll be able to start doing that again. But that means I've got to download and upload them back, and that means I've got to change the way my streams are, because that means I got to tell people it's pre-recorded, which nothing that I do is pre-recorded. It's all live. Even when I switch to YouTube, it's a stream for that day. Like, I mean, it's all the questions that you ask me and so on and so forth within that game or within that day or within that hour, it's pretty much done. And that's exactly what I do. And like I said, people, like I said, a lot of YouTubers out there will actually do, like, edit it, cut stuff out of their videos. So basically, they could try to keep their subs and stuff like that. I do everything live. Like, I mean, if you ask me a question, it's answered right then and there. And that makes a huge, to me, it makes a big, huge difference. So, yeah. Like, I mean, it depends on what you want to do, like I said, with your own channel, too, at the same time. So, yeah. But I love doing this stuff. Like, I mean, it's a lot of fun. But it's like I said, it's done differently, you know, and that's exactly the way I look at it. And like I said, sometimes you basically do a little bit better in certain times. Sometimes you do a little bit worse, depends on what it is, just because of what you're trying to do itself and what time of day you actually do it in. And I noticed that too. Like, I mean, you get different people in different time zones as well. Like, I mean, sometimes you get, like, the morning people, sometimes you get the afternoon people, and so on and so forth. Sometimes it's an up and down struggle to try to get, like I said, try to get things moving, but it's all good. Hi, how are you doing, my friend? And how are you doing, Retro? And welcome to the channel, dude. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing great. Like I said, I'm just trying to get 200 boxes now of fire. Oh, I was going to say, what PR did you get after? I know it's been a minute since I talked to you last, but I know you've been working on your characters. Oh, nice. Yeah, nice. Awesome, dude. I'm GG on that, dude. Like, I mean, I know, like I said, when it comes to swapping new characters and shit, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Oh, okay. You only 567. Oh, okay. With your main character, you can swap your gems out if you decide to do so, as long as you got physical. But you got to be very careful if it's got HP and stuff on it, because you'll basically make your Neo Ninjas like ugh, because you won't do the damage. You need a lot of damage for your Neo Ninja for it to work. Okay. Okay, cool. But that's fine. Like, I mean, as long as you can get more mastery and stuff for it. No. Like, the Shadow Hunter is good, Neo Ninja is good, and so is the Lunar Lancer. Those three classes itself, yeah. Oh, nice. Well, I'm glad for you, dude. I'm really glad for you, because, like I said, it takes a little bit of going, like I said, to get the mastery and stuff like that, and get those characters running. Once you get all those characters and stuff running, you'll be able to keep going with that. So, yeah, like I said, yeah, I'm just happy you at least got a new character and stuff like that, and be able to actually start grinding that maybe in the future. Like, I mean, like I said, I always liked using the Shadow Hunter itself, because I always liked because of the ease of the use of the character. But yeah. Oh, nice, awesome, dude. Like I said, as I always do ask people, like I said, to a point. Like, I mean, with my videos and stuff like that, hopefully they're helping you out too. Like, I mean, just to help you to progress. Because I will tell you, like I said, it's just a lot of effort and everything else to try to get all this information and stuff together for you guys too as well. Like, I mean, it's fun for me to do it though. Like, I mean, I'm so used to doing it for over the years. But yeah, uh, yeah. Like I said, if it helps, it helps. You know. But I'm not complaining about it, of course. Right now I'm at almost 100 boxes, of course. But yeah, like I said, like that's why I said I try to go along and use my YouTube channel more so than I do Twitch, because Twitch goes along and stores videos only for about a week. And like I said, for references and stuff like that, it's great to have those references. But like I mean, it's a percentage of references and stuff that you can actually use. And like I said, and if anyone still has questions or like that, I'll still be able to answer when I'm actually live. And like I said, once I actually answer the question itself, you'll be able to go to my YouTube channel and catch me at any time, just in case I'm not available to stream at a certain hour. Like, I mean, that's why I try to do both channels, because if I can help more people out and do it that way, I'm more than I'm more than happy to do so. So, you know, it's what it is. But now I'm looking for. I'm gonna go upstairs and do the top boss first, because that's the easiest boss to get at. Now, hopefully, I got enough jumps. Oh, I gotta get on the edge here and pop down into here, and drop down into the bottom. So yeah, like I said, it's what it is, you know. Like I said, I tell you what, you notice your Neo Ninja. I know it's not leveled or done much with yet. Just let me know if you need a hand with that, because I can help you with some probably. So, well, you've been what was your main again? Was that like what? What was your main? Was that a candy bar or what? Because I'm just trying to think about if you need a weapon or something like that or whatever, because I still might be able to help you with that character. So if I can help you at all, like I said, with some stellars and shit like that, I'll be able to do that. Oh, gunslinger. Okay. So that's a complete. What was your PR for your gunslinger? So I know exactly what I'm dealing with here, and what level. So okay, you still need a lot of stuff. Okay, what was your PR? Not PR, but what was your basically not mastery level? Yeah, what was your mastery level after? Because your mastery will make a difference too. If your mastery is 20, I'd be able to help you out right now. Because you need 20 to go along and get that. Okay. You're 2 levels off. Ooh. Okay. I tell you what. This is another way I've tried to explain how the mastery system works. Go back to the beginning, to the noob zones, like the novice zones, and collect some weapons and stuff for your characters. Trust me, you get mastery from that. A lot of people miss that right at the beginning, and that's a great huge mastery up as well. You might only get about 2 or 3 mastery for every weapon or whatever the case may be, but it'll still get you there. And it'd be one of the easiest ways to get there. Now, once you get to 20 mastery, I'll be able to help you out as much as I can. So I don't mind doing that at all. So I'll be able to give you some stellars and stuff. Ring crafting. Okay, cool. That's another way of doing it too. Yeah, awesome, dude. Like I said, just let me know when you're actually at 20, and I'll be able to meet you in the hub, and I'll be able to help you with that. and do it that way, because it'll basically save you a heck of a lot of time. You got to remember, if you don't have the dragons and stuff, you're stuck. You might it basically, even me, if I give you stellars, it's going to help you with your PR. That doesn't mean you're going to be able to do better with the game. You know, it might help you a little bit, but it doesn't help you a heck of a lot, because it's what it is. It's the way the game is designed, and I can't change the way the game was designed at all. Like, I mean, it's just one of those things. Anyway, I'm just going to go over here, and I'm almost got 100 boxes already, so I'm just working on those right now to try to basically get my PR up with my Shadowhunter. Now, Retro, are you on... Now, I got to ask you one question. I know I just talked about when you get into Master 20, but are you on... What console are you on, or are you on PC? Now, I forgot to ask that question. Okay, no, crap. Okay. Yeah, oh, crap. Yeah, well, actually, what I might just do I might just hop on PC eventually, like, I mean, within the next day or two, and I'll probably be able to come and help you out, because I do have a 2K character on there, between 2 and 3K, because I use it just for PT server. And I can actually trade with the character and stuff like that. It's just I don't have the mastery and anything like that to get the stellar drops, so it's kind of sad in a way. But yeah, so I might be able to help you in a different way. But like I said, I don't use my PC account at all. Like I said, because I'm more of a console player currently. But I do have my PC to where I can actually come and basically play pretty much any type of game that's out there. I don't know. I don't know how I can actually do anything. Like, I mean, you're on PC, I'm on console. I could try. Like, I mean, I do have a PC account, and I don't mind trying to basically hop over there even sometimes to try to help out. But I don't know how I can help, because, like I said, I can't see. I hate when this is not cross-platform. It's just like, ugh. And it's just very annoying that it's not cross-platform. It's been out long enough for it to be. I'll see what I can do, dude. Like, I mean, you gotta remember, like I said, I do have a character that's usable on PC. It's just I don't play PC. Like I said, I go to PTS servers, I do all that stuff, so I can find all the fun stuff for you guys and find out some information. But the only problem is, it's just, I don't know, it's just trying to get the things to work together, you know? Because, I mean, I don't, like I said, I'm not going to focus on the PC itself, just because it would take me way too long to get anything done with it now. Like, I mean, you gotta remember, since the PC version been out, it's been out a little bit quite a bit longer than the console. And I'm not gonna spend another 5 or 6 years to get all the stuff up again, or longer, depends on what it is. So that's a quite a different grind altogether. Now, not to say I wouldn't try to come along and help, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I can help it or not. I'll see what I got to run with on my PC. If I do have something viable, I'll be able to come and help you out. And I might be able to come in indirectly. Now, on PC, though, are you playing on the UK account, or are you playing on the US? Like, I mean, on that account, but US or UK servers. Because I do have both UK and US on PC. Okay, so that's great. Like, I mean, I'll see what I can do. Like, I mean, I can't make no promises. I can't, because I don't make promises that I cannot keep, and that's just one of the things. It's one of my pet peeves. That basically I can't say something I can do, and then I can't. But I thought, like I said, I thought you were on console, literally, because that would basically be a lot of fun. Because if you were on console, and I'd be able to help you out it really, really quick, you know. Like I said, because there's no crossplay. There's absolutely no crossplay. That's why I said I've got my videos and stuff like that to help people for crossplay. Okay, Also, what's the real way to get bombs? Well, you can go to Ignis Isle or anything like that. I'll show you exactly what to do. Okay. I'm going to grab some regular bombs. I'm not going to use my big bombs because I'm not going to waste them. I use them for different purposes. But watch this. I'm going to get 572 bombs. I'm going to stop my grind right now for my gems. I'm going to show you. Okay. I'm going to actually go to Ignis Isle. I can go to Dragonfire Peaks too. And I'm going to start off a new world. So I can be able to have all my dungeons stuff. Right, no, but you can still get to Dragonfire Peaks, I think. But let me see. Dragonfire Peaks gives you what? You need 900. So you're close. You're close. Basically, you don't need no levels to do this, by the way. So 900 PR, but I'm just going to show you anyway, because Ignis Isle and Dragonfire Peaks are pretty much the same. Like with the caves and stuff like that. Basically, I'll show you exactly what to do with that. So I'll give you a little tutorial on this, so basically you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. Now, I've got 572 bombs right now. So actually, I'm going to go to where you can go. So, or close to where you can go. I'm going to go to Dragonfire Peaks. Because you can get there in less than a day and make bombs. So I'm going to go here. Because it's a little bit easier sometimes to find the dungeons and stuff like, not the dungeons, the caves and stuff like that. So I'm just going to be looking around here. And I'm going to show you a small cave and what I normally do. Okay, you see this stuff here, which is basically sheepstone. So I'm going to grab some sheepstone. Now, I'm not going to waste a lot on sheepstone because of what it is. Ooh, golden soul. Ooh, another golden soul. Nike. I'll grab those. But I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, guys, over here, primordial flames. And what you do is, if you only can access this area, you want to be able to get these two items. And you want to farm these two items as much as you can. Because I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about in a second when it comes to making bombs and stuff. So I'm going to get some more primordial flames. I got loads of sheepstone on me. So, okay, for 2 bombs... for every primordial flame, you get 4 bombs, okay? And you use 2 bombs to clear an area. So you're getting as many, like I said, the primordial flames in a cluster. That's how many bombs you can make. So if I'm actually clearing off, like, say 4 pieces, I'm getting 4 times 4, which is 12 bombs, and I'm only using probably 2 or 3 bombs to clear that. So I'm actually making more bombs than I'm actually using. And that's pretty much how to do it. Like, I mean, you keep on repeating the same process. Now I'm going to go inside the cave here to show you exactly what I mean. So you've got primordial flames here. You'll also get sheepstone. And that's exactly how you make bombs, of course. So you basically go back and forth between the two. So I just made 2. I just made 8 bombs. I just made 16 bombs like that. Okay. So basically what I'm going to show you here is I'm going to go back out through here. I don't farm bombs anymore. I don't have to because, like I said, unless there's an event or something like that, then I'll farm some. But I'll keep on repeating the same process. I'll get more primordial flames than sheepstone. Just because sheepstone is so easy to get. Because you can start doing that. No, it doesn't. No. There's no dragon that will actually increase that. Sadly. The only thing you can get from that, like, I mean, I just got 3 primordial flames that cost me 2 bombs. And I'm going to grab this one. 2 for the 4. That works. So I'm going to show you something now in a second. Once I find a cornerstone, let me see here. What do you mean? No. The Dragonfire Peaks to Ignis, they're all the same drop chances. Except Gathering Day. Gathering Day will give you more flames and stuff like that. So instead of, like, you might get an extra 2 flames per node, between 2 and 3 flames, you don't get that much more. You get a little bit more. So, like I said, working with that. Now, I'm going to show you exactly what to do with this. You go to adventure, and then you go to bombs. But see what I got? I got 137. Well, watch this. For those, I get 4 for the price of 2, as I just mentioned to you. But watch this. I can make 137 times 4 bombs just for doing what I just did. And I can keep on repeating the same process over and over. Like I just said, I got loads of shapestone. I don't need to farm for that anymore. But what I'm saying is, I got my primordial flames, and I can actually transfer it over and over and over. And that's how you farm for bombs. You look at the basically where you can get the most stuff to, and basically transfer it back into. To see, you got to remember, you got to spend money to make money, to a point. So you spend a little bit of resource to make more resource. That's exactly the way bombs work. So just say, okay, I got a cluster of 4 here right now. So I'm just going to blow this up. Okay, I just got one prime. See, I just got 4 primordial flames. So basically, it just costs you 2 bombs to get to 4 primordial flames. So it is basically cost me nothing to do it. So I'm just going along and do this one. So I just got 4 primordial flames. So that will be 4. Then I've just got 1 extra. So each time I actually use 2 bombs, I'm getting 4. So I'm getting double for every single thing that I'm doing. And as long as you get the shapestone and stuff like that, you'll be able to recycle it. As long as you got access to Ignis Isle or basically Dragonfire Peaks, either side. And you'll be able to keep continuing that all day. Like, I mean, it's a very easy grind, and it doesn't cost that much time to make bombs. And that's a good thing. Like, I mean, people will be like, oh, man, if you spent an hour in there, you can have about almost 1,000 to 2,000 bombs. And you can use them for whatever you're going to be using them for. You don't need a lot of bombs in this game. Like I said, even if you're doing, like, the dungeon runs. Like, I mean, you could separate your bombs for the dungeon runs to events and stuff like that if you are farming. And that's exactly what you do with it. Like, I mean, you'll be able to use that and utilize that as much as you can. Like, I mean, then you can start selling bombs to people, too, and doing it that way. Or just make big bombs if you got enough resources and to be able to keep that going. So even the big bombs will help you out, too, to that point. So, like I said, I'm just glad to basically just give you this tutorial because, hey, a lot of people don't know about this. Like, I mean, it's very easy. Instead of spending flux and stuff like that trying to get bombs, well, you can make your own. And it's a lot easier to do to make your own in that direction, as you see. Like, I mean, you just got to have access to those areas. If you do not have access to the areas, you can still buy some off people and stuff like that. You don't want to waste a bunch of flux on it. You want to basically make flux with this. And that's just it. Like, I mean, you make a little bit. You don't make a lot, but you make enough. Just to basically to do your... some of your beginning stuff or whatever the case may be, and even some of the beginning grind for your mastery and stuff like that, so you'll be able to use that. As long as you can basically trade and stuff with people, like I said, it requires mastery. Really, it requires mastery of level 20 to make money with it, and have it where you can actually access at least 1 or 2 of those areas. Okay, cool. Okay, sweet. Well, that means you can go and trade and stuff like that. But, like I said, as you see, the method that I use for making bombs, I make a fortune with my bombs. Like I said, I make more than I'm using. And that's what you want to do. You don't want to basically leave yourself high and dry. You find yourself start getting low on bombs. You want to basically just keep about 100 bombs on you at all times. Reason being of that, because you can take that 100 and make it into 1,000. Instead of keeping on going farming, you can let yourself using all those 100 bombs and go down to 0 if you like to do so. But you want to have shapestone and stuff like that and primordial flames to replace them. So you're not wasting a lot of time trying to actually refarm something that you already used. Because what you do is just basically keep on revamping and just keep on making bombs. And you'll just do just fine with that. Like I said, you'll get a little bit more in Ignis Isle because you're dealing with more flames. But because and plus you're dealing with a bigger area too as well. Like, I mean, because when it comes to Dragonfire Peaks, you're dealing with the different zones. Here, you're dealing with just fire. So you'll be able to get more bombs and everything else when you get up into the higher PR in this zone. So you'll be able to actually utilize it even further. Like I said, a lot of people basically spend flux and stuff like that in zones that they don't even need to spend flux. You just got to understand just to get some levels to actually get that and make it work. As you notice, like I said, I just come across 2 sets of these. So I don't mind farming for these. And when I'm actually doing this, I'm actually making even more. And that's exactly what it is. Like, I mean, you keep on repeating the same process. And it works. Like I said, all these little processes, the little tiny things in the game, these little tiny bits of information is what a lot of people don't look at or miss completely. And then they're like, how in the heck do I do this? How do I do that? It's like going out fishing. Like, I mean, you go out and get the fishing rods and stuff like that. Like I said, some people find it kind of boring, but at the other hand, you get a lot of mastery for all this boring stuff. Like, I mean, every single thing that you do in the game itself will benefit you, but you got to know how to farm. If you don't know how to farm itself, you'll actually leave yourself high and dry. So you got to watch it with exactly what you're doing with that, and don't overuse a material. You want to get as much material so you can revamp that material over and over. So, like I said, sending with the bombs, sending with everything else, you want to keep just a little bit just in case you need it for something else. But you don't want to basically use it all up because it's going to take a lot longer for you to basically to get that material back. Like, I mean, in that direction. Because if you've got nothing to work with and you've got to go along and start buying stuff and everything else, it's going to cost you double. And that's something else too. Like, I mean, it's going to cost you double in flux to try to get that resource back or something like that. Like, I mean, I never farmed eyes. Like I said, eyes of Quam for a long time, and now I've got to buy some because I never farmed it. That was a stupor on my part, but just because I was working on every other resource. Now, like I said, there is new resources and stuff now in the game itself, and that's what I'm working on now. I'm trying to get enough flux and stuff together so I can get my Solarian up and get the right stats on him. Then I can actually start augmenting him, and then I can actually start using him just for the delves and stuff like that. So yeah. So it depends on what you're doing every day and what you need to do, or what mindset you set for yourself. That's exactly what you're going to be doing, and that's exactly what you want to be doing every day for your own self. You want to benefit yourself as much, and that's exactly the way I look at it. I try to benefit myself every day, and like I said, if I can help other people to do the same thing and learn, to teach them how to do that, I don't mind doing that. Like, I mean, if it benefits, it benefits. And that's exactly the way I look at it. So, like I said, that's why I said that every little bit of information that I know, that I know, but a lot of people don't, basically helps you in different ways. And that's why I said I don't mind, like I said, doing videos and stuff on it, because these little bits of information you can make a lot of flux with. Even like I told you, I don't tell people what to do. I don't tell people how to play the game or anything like that. But I would try to help them as much as I can so they can actually benefit. Like, I mean, I love to see people get ahead. I like to see someone go along and say, hey, I was like 1K yesterday. I'm like 7K today. I say, great. I said, what you do? And like I said, they'll basically say, hey, I basically done this, this, and this. And I'm like, sweet. So basically you benefit it a lot. And that's exactly what I try to do as much as I can. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like, I mean, just making videos and stuff is a lot of fun too. But it's quite a bit of work to it as well. But work is, like I said, if you have fun doing work itself and if you enjoy it, you never really work. And that's actually an old saying, goes back when. So yeah. But regardless of that, yeah, I'm still trying to get the 200 boxes. I'm getting very close to that right now. I've got 96. I still got about 100 boxes to go, so yeah. I'm slowly getting there. Ooh, I just make some more flux. So the old mount from Christmas. Yep. Sweet. So that will actually add to my pile of flux once again. The only thing is, all I'm missing right now is flux. And then I'll be able to keep on trucking with that. So I'm slowly getting there. Like I said, if you like the video so far, guys, like I said, you can hit that follow button. I'll basically support is mutual appreciated. Hey, Snoop, what's up? Oh, yeah. Okay, Snoop. FYI, I'll be able to help you. I don't know how much time you got for today. I'm broke right now. If you've got less than 4 million flux at my level, you're broke. I'm not joking with you. And it's horrible. I hate being broke. No, just kidding. But anyway, like I said, I'll make it back. I know how several different ways of making flux. But anyway, Snoop, what I was going to mention to you, dude. Like I said, I'll be able to help you. I'd be able to help you in the game itself today. I'm sorry I never really got a chance because I was really tired last night after. Like I said, you're still 22K, right? So I might be able to help you to 25K. Like, I mean, to be able to help you with the grind. And be able to try to help you with try to get your character up and running a little bit higher than that. So what I might just do is, because I'm still trying to get 200 boxes, but I know you don't have Uber 11 unlocked yet. So what I'm going to do is cash off my boxes for Uber 11 and probably drop down to Uber 10 and try to help you out as much as I can. Now, like I said, when it comes to it, when it comes to communication, like I said, the people that I'm helping, I like to try to get them into a party and stuff like that so they can actually keep up with what I'm doing and whatnot, so they'd be able to get the proper help instead of trying to figure out, hey, man, you left me behind, I'm so frustrated. And then I look at the map and you're gone. So, yeah, I'd be able to come and help you, dude. And that's a definite today. Like I said, I was going to try to help you yesterday, but oh well, you know. Anyway, let's get this ball rolling anyway. Let me switch over to the other Uber and do it that way. So, what PR are you still? Are you still at 22K there, dear bro? Because if you're still at 22K, I'll be able to try to help you. I know getting about 2 or 3K is going to be a bit of a grind, but it's not going to be too bad. Especially with the methods that I know how to do. Now, I'm looking at, I got 101 boxes, so I'm going to basically open all these boxes right now. And going along and helping Snoop. Of course, he's not. I think he basically messaged me. Let me see here. Give me a second here. Let me pull up my thing here so I'd be able to get some communication going, because I hate trying to use Twitch and try to read my stuff. Yeah, okay. You got a little higher. Nice. So you're almost 25K. Okay, but you need the 30K to get up to the next level. So let me see what I can do for you, dude. Let me see if I can actually help you boost. Because like I said yesterday and stuff like that, I don't know if that. Well, I couldn't help you much yesterday, just because of the fact that, like I said, helping the other guy, he got a lot of PR yesterday. He's got over 2.5K, and with only in a short period of time. So it's all good. But if I can help you get just a little bit extra. Now, can you do me a favor though? Would you be able to send me some screenshots of your gems and stuff like that, so I could be able to know exactly right where you're at, so I can see exactly where you can actually squeeze that little extra. So then I can actually be able to know exactly what zone to go in, instead of me wasting time going to odd, like I said, the odd zone. So basically to help you out correctly. And that's exactly what I'm looking at right now. Trying to basically do it that way, because that will help me out. I will get in 3 hours. Oh, okay. So your cousin is using. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. Like, I mean, when you get back on, just DM me, and I'll be able to help you as much as I can. So if it's in 3 hours, whatever the case may be, that's fine and dandy. Like, I mean, it's what it is. So that means I can go back to my box farming again until basically you're ready. Or if does anyone else need a hand with the game itself, just basically I'll be able to help them out as much as I can. And just basically just to keep this game a little bit more interesting itself, and also be able to get some communication. If you do play on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, I'll be able to help you with the console version, of course, with that side of things. A PC, I do have like a YouTube channel and stuff like that. You can check in my description for that, and you'll be able to get the hand that you need in that direction to get some information. Yeah, that would basically help you a lot if you really wanted to do it that way, because I'll be able to help you with the grind and stuff like that. Now, like I said, if we do what we did yesterday, just stick together and whatnot, and like I said, we'll basically party up, because like I said, if just in case you're out or basically out there dead or needs a support or anything like that, or be able to just basically be a lot easier to grind with two people. And that's exactly what I look at. So basically, but as I said before, the more people that you have playing together, it makes the grind a lot faster and a lot easier too. So, like, I mean, if you're on the console and at any time and you like to be able to get a hand, now if you are lower PRs, I will tell you this, I can help you if you're basically got mastery of 20 and be able to trade. If you don't have mastery of 20, I can help you. Now, normally I'll give out stellar sets, not including the weapon. I'll give you a face, probably a ring or something like that. Something that's basically not really worth anything. Like the rings are worth a little bit of something, but it's not worth anything as of such. Since the crystalline rings and stuff like that is in the game and now, but like I said, I can help you as much as I can. The only thing is, it depends on how much I can help you out in that direction, and so on and so forth. And where you actually start and stopped. Like where you started the day, if you were basically playing the game earlier, and what PR you were, and so on and so forth, and what level of gems you have, and what quality of gems do you have. And that makes a big difference too. Because if you got crystalline already and you just need to level those, or if you just need levels to basically to try to get to 30, I don't help people get to levels. Like, I mean, that is a long grind. But if you do get levels while you're basically partying up and stuff like that, that's fine and dandy. Like, I mean, if that's helping you, like I said, in that direction, that's great. But to actually just basically to stop doing what I'm doing, just to go back to the lower Ubers, just to help people grind, that doesn't happen. Because I'm basically losing a lot of grind time and stuff like that. But I will help out as much as I can. Basically, what I try to recommend to people is trying to get to an Uber 8 and above, because Uber 8 is really easy to get to now. The last 3 Ubers is a little bit harder to get, like Uber 10 to Uber 11, because it requires that much more stat. Like, I mean, if you got like the 6K Lite, I do recommend to get Lite first over every other stat, just because Light will help you. Now, it's not going to help you to basically grind with get your damages up that much, but you want to basically go to your gem forge, look for the blue stars, put it all on Light, just have the right empowered gems for what you want to build up, and basically work with that, and basically make sure you've got everything set to that. Now, when it comes to the cosmic gems, is the only thing you need to worry about. And if you really wanted to, you can make them into crystalline by using qubits and basically make them to the next level. So you can get them to level 30 and basically work on those. But I can help you try to get them at level 2, because that's what I'm doing right now currently. I'm actually getting like cores and stuff like that. So I can get cores at Uber 10 and Uber 11. Now, a lot of you Uber 10 boxes, the old boxes, do not work anymore. Just to let you know, it doesn't give you cores. It just gives you dust. So what I'm saying is, if you've got like the older gem boxes, they will support, or still support what you're doing. It doesn't give you that much resources. So that's exactly what it is. It'll give you gem dust, but it doesn't give you nothing else. Now, I've got to go back into and try to get the rest of my boxes for here, and I'm going to be swapping areas once again. And I just can't wait to get this done so I can actually get into my mastery. I've been working on my mastery as well, try to basically get my character and stuff up and try to get everything running. Now, got to remember, I'm doing Uber 11. Like I said, and as you see the stream itself, I get loads of stutters and stuff like that. So stutters are not hard for me to get. But like I said, getting a set of armor might take me a few minutes. But a glaze is better than trying to get all the dragons, trying to get them. And like I said, your first set of stutters will give you a lot of PR. Trust me on that. I'm after giving a guy with less than 1K PR. He just got his mastery up so he can trade. And he went from, like, say, 700 to 3,000 with the stellar sets. And it was like, oh my God, it does give you that much. It does. And it gives you almost Uber 8. The beginning of Uber 8. So you can almost get to crystalline. All he had to do is didn't work on these gems and stuff like that. So, like I said, I even told him, I said, I don't mind helping him with it, working on his gems a little bit, whatever the case may be. But I said, I'll just leave him to that right now. And basically let him play the game itself. And like I said, because where I'm actually helping other people and other higher Ubers that he cannot reach right now, I said, when you get up to Uber 8, I said, contact me again. I'll be able to help you from 8 probably to 10 and so on and so forth. But he's still, like I said, he's still slowly getting there. There's another person that I helped out before. He was like 4.5K, and I helped him right straight up to basically up to 13K, and it took me 5.5 hours to do that. But yeah, also he had the empowered gems and stuff. The only thing he was missing is a few levels and so on and so forth. He was missing like 2 or 3 levels, and he was only missing a couple of odds and ends. So basically I helped him try to get that and achieve that. And I told him, I said, it's like this. I said, you can have all the PR in the game and so on and so forth, but if you don't have the stats, you're not going to do no damage. I'll show you exactly what I mean, okay? Because I know I've got my Solarian done to a point, but I'll show you exactly what I mean. I'll basically switch my Solarian. I can't do dungeons with him. Not yet, because I'm still working on him. But I'll show you exactly what I mean. Because I've got Crystalline 2 and 3 on him, but he's 38K. Okay? Like I said, you think PR is, like, godly. It's really not. Like I said, when it comes to that. Like, I mean, it takes me a minute just to kill stuff with this, and it shouldn't because of what it is. But I've got to work on this character quite a bit more. But I'll show you exactly what I mean. Okay, I'm going to actually use my skill here and a potion. And I got 2 on me. But as you see, I'm not doing enough damage. This is what I was telling you about before. I'm only doing about 600k damage. But look at my PR. A big, huge difference in that. But now I can switch over to my Shadow Hunter, which I've got to build up the correct way, and with the enough PR as well. Now watch it is. It's a great big huge difference. And I made a big huge difference. So if you think PR is all that, it's not. It's like, I mean, it is almost night and day if you augment and stuff like that. It does change the stats, but you know, if people are like, oh my God, you're that high. I'm high with a lot of my characters. I will say that. But the thing is, if you don't have the right stats, you'll basically be like, ow. You'll go through more hurt and more potions and everything else than what is actually required. And that's the thing. Like, I mean, you should never need to do that. Like, I mean, you should never need to struggle. And that's why, like I said, I tell people, like I said, on my videos, if you don't know what you're doing, you will actually struggle. If you think PR is all that, well, I proved you. Like, I mean, I know there's a gap between 35, but I should still be able to use Uber 11. Because I've got the light and stuff like that, you think, oh, man, he's a god. Look, he's 38K. Okay. You're not a god until you basically switch over everything, and you're not even a real god then, because you still got a lot of work to be doing. And like I said, when it comes to grinding and stuff like that, right now, like I said, I'm grinding for eyes and stuff. I'm just proving points that a lot of people take and say, "Oh my God," and get basically, the wrong. How can I say this? The wrong information, the wrong like the idea. It'd be like, "Oh my." So yeah, like I mean, if you're getting the wrong information and stuff like that, and you're watching people, like I said, following people, and you're trying to get information, you're trying to do this and that. You know what? Like I said, that's why it really, like I mean, I'm very choosy. Yeah, I'm still choosy myself. Like if I where I get information and stuff like that, I do a lot of research. I do a lot of my own research at the same time. So I try to actually get as much as possible, but to make something work. That's what you got to do. Like, I mean, you got to look at the updates of the game and look at all the PR and stuff like that. And levels do make a difference too, by the way, because it's all to do with stats. Like if you've got enough levels to go along and get all those stats and stuff up and make stuff work, fine. You know, it will work for you. But the only thing is, you're also going to be able to augment and change the stats. What's wrong with my Solarian? I will tell you exactly what's wrong with my Solarian. I've got way too much critical hit percentage. I've still got almost 200. I'll basically just give you a rundown exactly what my problems is with it and where I'm actually not necessarily went wrong with it, but where I'm actually still working on it. So let me show you, for instance. Okay, I'll go back to my Shadowhunter for a second, and I'll let you look at my stats here. My stats will be light 10,000, but light will basically only affect mostly the delves and stuff like that. But I've got a lot of physical damage. My critical damage is not too shabby, and plus my critical hit is 161 because I've got, like I said, I've got most of all the dragons and stuff like that. But that's besides the point. I'm only getting like 11 points off a club, whatever the case may be. But I cannot change that. But if you look at basically my gem sets and stuff like that, like I mean, I've got no critical percentage. I absolutely don't have. Like I mean, I've got light where it's supposed to be. I've got everything to work. That's what I'm saying. When you actually look at that compared to this, I've got my light and stuff set right now. I just don't have a permatorch for this one yet. We will be working on that in the future. Now, my light is quite a bit less. That's fine. That's good. But my damage is quite a bit less. It's almost 300k in a difference because I don't have the arguments right now, and my critical hit is way too high, and my critical damage is way too low. It should be about 2.4. So what I'm looking at here is swapping out, like, I mean, I could swap it this gear as I'm doing the delves. I'll do that later. But right now, like I said, I've got everything to crystalline. But when it comes to augmentation, see, I've got the light set right there. The light set right there. I've got all these 3 gems set to light. Just because I'm going to need it. Plus, then I've also got what I've done with this character. It's got a volatile velocity. I got Pyro Disc for the Crushed Skulls. I've also got Berserk Battler, which basically gives me more light and gives me attack speed. This is one thing that this character is missing. It's not like the Shadowhunter, but it is missing attack speed. Now, like I said, when it comes to that, and with a light and attack speed, that makes it stronger for, like, to say, the delves and stuff like that. It makes a big, huge difference. But to actually set it up that way, like, I mean, it does take quite a bit of time to get those empowered gems. Now, there is several different ways of getting empowered gems. You can do the geotop side, go into the sanctuary itself, and talk to the guy there. You can get basically empowered gems there. They do cost quite a bit. I will say that. Like I said, sometimes they only give Radiant. They don't give Stellars. What you do with them as well, once you get enough of them, what you could do is just break them down, and you get shards. Yeah, like I said, you get basically gem shards or whatever the case may be. It takes 10 of them to make a 1 stellar. Now, you go to your Adventures crafting table, and you can actually craft them. Now, what you want to do is, I'll show you as an example in a second. When I'm finding another cornerstone, Let me see here, cornerstone. My cornerstone is just around the corner here, so I'll be able to actually show you that as well with this video. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, when you actually come in here, now that's only one way of getting the gems. Remember, it's a couple of different ways. Another way of getting them is getting basically getting them off like the weeklies and stuff like that, and stuff like whatever the challenges and stuff is. It could be a PvP, it could be whatever. You just have to look at the challenge itself, and you'll see how many boxes you can get per week. Now I'm just going to go back to here, and let's say my class gems. I can make a whack of them. And okay, like I said, my fragments, it takes 10, as I mentioned. But as you notice, it says powered in gem fragments, empowered. And that's all this will make, is empowered ones. Now, I can make 42 of them currently, but they'll be all stellar. They don't make anything. See it right there on the very top, it says stellar empowered gem box. That's how you do it. You basically convert them. And you will get a randomization of the stellars. Sometimes you only get 2 stars, whatever the case may be. And the more you can make of those, that makes the empowered a lot easier to get. Now, like I said, it'll cut down the grind, but not necessarily. Depends on what you do. If you're doing the geotop side and you're doing the weekly is all to do with the grind and how much time you spend in the game. But you want to look at exactly what you're doing, because if you don't know exactly what you're doing in that direction, like I said, you basically end up wasting some materials, which you shouldn't be, in that direction. Now, like I said, you can take, like I said, that advice itself and use it. Try it. I will tell you, you benefit a lot. You get your empowered gems are very easy. And that's exactly what I've done for most of my empowered gems. I actually converted them. And it took me a little bit of time. Another one is getting the aventurine and go to your club world. There is a merchant that will give you club world empowered gem boxes too, but they're randomized to what you get from them. Like I mean, they're almost as expensive as the ones in the Geode Sanctuary. Now I will show you exactly what that looks like and what the trader will actually look like. So I'm going to do here is go to the real. Actually, I'm going to go to Vertex, just because of shits and giggles. Now I gotta see if I can find that trader, because that trader is in its own special building. That's probably not. There he is. There he is. See, this is a trader. You can go and talk to him. Now you can get empowered gem boxes. Now, but as you notice, it requires aventurine to get them. So you can get those, break those down too as well, and basically get the fragments and stuff like that from them. Now, like I said, depends on how much you play and how much time you play into the game itself, and how much you want this game to benefit you. And that's exactly what you got to look at. Now, it's just one of those things that you can actually work on. Like, a lot of people don't know how to do that either, because of the fact that, like I said, it's the mechanics inside the game. The mechanics are everywhere in this game. Like, I mean, there is several different things that you can actually do, and several things that will benefit you. Like, I mean, you don't want to spend a whack of time doing nothing. Like, I mean, there's always something else to do in this game that it actually can benefit you at 100%. And there's other things that will cost you a little bit more, but at the end, you can still replace what you spent. So that's a good thing as well. So now I'm looking for more Fungins, and I've only gotten one fragment so far, but I'm also only opened a few boxes. So let me get down here and get rid of my trash and be able to do it that way. As I said, as I said before, I don't mind helping you guys as much. It's just like I said, a lot of the mechanics and stuff in the game, people struggle way too much in this game, way too much. And once you start struggling, that's like I said, that's when you start getting people quitting and stuff like that. They said, I can't get any further. I can't do this and I can't do that. I'm like, okay, if you can't get further, why? Why can't you not? Like, I mean, there is, like I said, several different things. And once you get up to the stellars and stuff like that, you can use your qubits and stuff like that and transfer them into crystalline. And then you start working on crystalline if you wanted to. But as I mentioned before, the only crystalline that you want to focus on is your light. Because everything else will fall into place as you grind. Like, I mean, you get levels from your stellars and stuff like that. It makes it super easy. Like, I mean, you want to get that 6K light. That 6K light is very, very time consuming and very tedious to get. Like, I mean, it'll take you a lot longer to get that light than what you get PR to get to that point. And like I said, you want to go along and augment your gems, like I said, as I mentioned, and you'll get that light a lot easier. Now, like I said, it will be still a bit of a go because you still got, like I said, to do the delves and stuff every week and so on and so forth just to get certain materials. But now, when you actually set it up the right way, you won't have to do so many delves. What will happen is, because all the delves will give you is a reroll, or basically chaos sparks. Those chaos sparks will help you basically just to reroll your gems to make stuff work, and so on and so forth. So yeah, like I mean, it'll be a lot of stuff that you can do with that, as long as you basically play it every week and stuff like that, and be able to help yourself out. Now, like I said, I will be around for the next good few hours anyways. And like I said, if you get any questions or anything like that, I'm more than willing to answer. I don't mind showing a few tutorials and stuff itself when it comes to showing zones and stuff like that, because zones and areas will help you more so than me just saying it. Like, I mean, I like visual. Some people like the visual, so why not? So that's exactly what I'm doing right now, like I said, when it comes to that. So it'll actually answer the question as well. So you're not second guessing or what I'm trying to see, whatever the case may be. You'll see exactly what I'm doing and whatever the case may be. So like I said, hopefully the information that I'm after giving you guys so far, even today, and my videos in the past and stuff like that, hopefully it's after helping you within the game itself. Because like I said, there's a lot of little tiny mechanics that's hidden in the game. Like I said, they'll always will be part of the game. That will never change. Like, I mean, no matter what updates and stuff they come out with, whatever the case may be, will still be there. So, you know, if they're never going to change or whatever the case may be, you'll always be able to repeat the same process. And once you can actually do that, you'll benefit yourself a lot. Like, I mean, if you've got the time enough to play it, to grind it, and everything else, it's available for you. And that's exactly how this game works. If you don't have the time and everything else, like I said, I could spend 45 minutes in here, and I could benefit more than someone else doing 3, 4, or 5 hours. Because in most cases, when people actually come in, they get stuck. In all those 3, 4, or 5 hours, they'll basically be in the hub asking for mounts and stuff and other different things. Or basically, they don't ask for help or basically someone to help them, basically to help them to learn how to play the game. They'll go along and say, hey, can I have this, can I have this, can I have this, can I have this? And what happens is, when at the end of the day, they'll spend so much time in there, they don't benefit nothing. They really don't. Like, I mean, they'll basically benefit only for that one moment. And that moment is so short, it's not even funny. And 640 is really low. But yeah, when it comes to overall aspect, they're trying to get that, you know. It's just, for me, it's just sad to see in global that I see that quite often. But I like that's why I said I want to try to keep basically people playing the game if they decide to play the game itself and learn as much as I'm after doing it and actually enjoying playing the game. Because, like I said, it works quite well when you actually know what you're doing. Like I said, you want to be able to get your stats up. You want to get everything moving right for you. You want to get what you need to look at. You want to look at exactly what you need to do. So right now, like I said, I make a plan every day to get some gem dust until I'm actually finished with this character. And then I'm going to start working on my Solarian. And I'm going to basically work on him. And then I'm going to basically be doing the same thing again. But I'll be doing it for a different purpose. Like, each class has its own job. If it's good for one thing and it's no good for the other, well, basically you're not going to use a weaker character in a zone that they don't do no damage, so and so on and so forth. because basically you're just wasting your time and trying to be doing something that you cannot do, and then the game becomes more frustrating. So that's one thing, like I said, I like to be able to do is just take the frustration out of the game itself and try to make it stuff work. But like I said, it just takes a lot. Everything that's around in this game itself, it's so much little things that a lot of people miss. And then, like I said, to be like, oh, okay, that's there. Oh, that's there. Oh. And then they'll keep on adding to their information, which is really nice. But on the other hand, like, I mean, if you're not there basically to learn how to play the game and stuff like that, you'll basically end up basically struggling. But this game is not hard. Everything is in the game right out in front of you. But you just get to know exactly right where to look. And that's the thing. Like, I mean, when it comes to that. This is why, like I said, when it comes to, like I say, certain YouTubers and stuff like that, they don't help very much with games and stuff like that, just because they let you basically try to learn it on your own, 100%, or they'll go along and say, "Hey, screw you! I'm just going to go along and do my own thing," and done. And that's exactly what happens. But now I'm not saying it's anything wrong with that, but it's what it is, you know. But anyway, guys, I'm just going to basically, before my trove decides to take another major crapola, I'm just going to go along and say good morning, good afternoon, and good night, as I always do at the beginning of my streams. Hopefully you have a good one, guys, and hopefully basically all enjoyed the stream. If you did find this information anything helpful at all, you can hit that follow button. It's a mutual appreciated. Like I said, the more people that is to supporting this channel, you can have together. So peace it for now, guys. See you in a bit, and probably see in a few hours with the case may be, and I'll be just signing out. Goodbye.